This is First Coast Math Clinic with Lesson 4, Graphing Linear Equations in Slope-Intercept Form from Unit 7, Graphing. So the goal in this lesson is to use slope and the y-intercept to graph linear equations. So we're going to be working with slope-intercept form, which is a very specific form for a linear equation. So our slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So we're familiar with that m. We know m is slope. But what about that b? Well, b is just our y-intercept. And y-intercept is just the point where our graph crosses the y-axis. So b, our y-intercept, is wherever our graph crosses the y-axis. So we're going to graph our equations using our slope, m, and our y-intercept b. So we've got that point b where our graph crosses the y-axis. And our slope basically tells us where to move, how far up and how far to the right do we move. So let's look at our graph here and just kind of reviewing that y-intercept one more time. Let's say we've got an equation that looks, or a graph that looks something like this, okay? Well, our graph crosses the y-axis right here, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that point is 0, 6. So our y-intercept here is 0, 6. So our b value here for this equation would just be 6, because that's where our graph crosses that y-axis. Okay, so let's do a couple examples, just working with our slope and our y-intercept, graphing our lines. So let's say that our slope is 1 over 2 and our y-intercept, our b value is 3. So we're going to start at 3 on our y-axis. So 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's our y-intercept. Now our slope is 1 over 2. So this is that 1 is our vertical change, so our change in y. And the 2 is our change in x. So this means we're going to go up 1 and right 2, because we have a positive 1 and a positive 2. So starting at that y-intercept at 3, we're going to go up 1, so plus 1, and then right 2, 1, 2. So this is going to be our second point. So we're going to be at 2, 4. Connect these 2 points, and that's our line. So this is going to be line A. Let's get rid of some of this. So line B, our slope is negative 3 over 5. Our y-intercept is 6. So now let's start at 6 on the y-axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're starting at 6. But now our slope is negative 3 over 5. When we have a negative slope, I'd like it to attach the negative to that numerator, right? So our change in y is negative 3. Our change in x is positive 5. So we're going to go down 3 because our change in y is negative 3. But we're still going to go right 5 because our change in x is still positive. So starting at 6, let's go down 3, 1, 2, 3, so down 3, and then right 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then connect these 2 points. Let me drill that a little straighter. There we go. And this is our graph for line B. And then line C. So B, our B value is negative 4. So now we're going to start at negative 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So negative 4 is right here. Our value for M is 4/3, so we're going to go up 4. So our change in y is positive 4. Right 3. So starting at negative 4, go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So up 4, then right 3, 1, 2, 3. Connect these 2 points. And that's our graph for line C. So one thing I want to point out here is for lines C and A, right, we have a positive slope, and our lines increase and increase for C and A as we go from left to right, right? We read our graph from left to right. For line B, right, our slope is negative, and line B decreases, okay? All right, so let's do some more practice using our slope and y-intercept to graph our equations. So number 1, y equals 2/3 x plus 1. So our m value is 2/3. B is 1. Remember, our equation is y equals mx plus b. So 2/3 is in m's position, 1 is in b's position. So we could start at 1 on the y-axis. Change in y is 2. So we're going to go up 2. Change in x is 3. So we've got rise over run. 1, 2, 3. Horizontal change over vertical change, or change in y over change in x. So up 2 over 3. And this is our graph. I'll get rid of that. So that's going to be our graph for number 1. Number 2, y equals negative 1/5 x plus 6. So our value for m, our slope, is negative 1/5. When we have a negative slope, I like to attach the negative to that numerator. Our b value is 6. So we're going to start at a positive 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So positive 6 on the y-axis. Our slope is negative 1/5. So negative 1/5. Remember, that's our change in y. So we're going to go down 1. The denominators are change in x, so we're going to go right. Again, because it's positive. So starting at 6, we're going to go down 1. And then right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our point. Let's connect these. I'm just going to extend this a little bit to the left. And that's going to be our graph for number 2. Number 3, our value for m is negative 5/2. Well, what about b? Well, we don't see any value for b, so what can we add to this equation that's not going to change anything? When we don't see any value for b, our value is going to be 0. All right, so b is going to be 0. So our y-intercept is 0. Now our change in y, our vertical change, is negative 5, all right, because we're going to attach that negative sign to our numerator. So we're going to go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Horizontal change is positive 2. We're going to go right 2, 1, 2. So our slope is negative, so our line is going to decrease. So we'll put our second point there. Should have put that first. Let me actually erase this line. I want to make this line a little neater. So we went down 5 and then right 2. Put the point. So again, that slope is giving us directions. It's telling us where we're moving. It's saying go down 5 and then go right 2. So we went down 5, right 2. Got our point here, and then let's connect these points. So this is going to be our line. All right. So that's the graph of our line. Let's look at number 4. So number 4, we've got y equals 3x minus 4. So our slope is 3, but we always want to write our slope as a ratio. So what can we put that 3 over to make it a fraction, to make it a ratio? We can put any number over 1 to make it a fraction, and then b is going to be -4. We want to keep the sign with that y-intercept. So we're going to start at -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now our slope, change in y, is +3. So we're going to go up 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's +3. We're going to go right 1. So +1. And then we're going to connect these points. And that's our graph. So that should be our graph for number 4. Okay. All right, so this was lesson 4 for unit 7, graphing linear equations in slope-intercept form. This is an important concept, so I'm going to do a number of additional videos on how to graph linear equations in slope-intercept form, as well as standard form and point-slope form. So stay tuned for those. If you like this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. First Coast Math Clinic.